Money, 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 money. Money, get out of here, bro. Money. That's all you want. You don't care about human beings. All you want is money. Go. Get out of here. All you guys want is money. Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Money. That's all you care about? Money? That's all you care about, guys.
What do you know?
It's money. You don't care about people. Only money.
Justin Bieber, the global pop icon, has found himself at the center of a growing controversy involving his longtime mentor, superstar Usher Raymond. Their once close bond appears to be unraveling as Usher faces increased public scrutiny over his connection to a legal case involving music mogul Diddy Combs. The situation intensified following Usher's appearance in court, where his comments reportedly touched on past collaborations and interactions with Diddy. Although the full context of Usher's testimony remains unclear, it has sparked speculation online, especially as Bieber has noticeably distanced himself from his former mentor. Usher played a pivotal role in Bieber's early career, helping launch him into stardom after discovering the young artist on YouTube in the late 2000s. Their relationship was once seen as a textbook example of mentorship in the entertainment industry. Usher even co-signed Bieber to his joint label venture, guiding him through the pressures of fame. But recent developments suggest that their friendship may not have been as solid as it appeared. The turning point seems to be the broader controversy surrounding Diddy. The music mogul is currently facing multiple serious allegations, which have triggered federal investigations and court proceedings. Usher, who worked with Diddy during his early years in the music business, has been drawn into the spotlight due to his proximity to the situation. Reports claim that his past with Diddy includes time spent living together in New York when Usher was still a teenager, a detail that has raised eyebrows among fans and industry watchers alike. Justin Bieber's response has been both bold and symbolic. In a move that shocked his fan base, Bieber scrubbed his social media presence of posts referencing Usher and unfollowed him entirely. While he hasn't publicly commented in detail, many believe Bieber's actions signal disapproval over Usher's ties to Diddy or dissatisfaction with his handling of the legal situation. It's also worth noting that Bieber has been vocal in the past about the darker aspects of the music industry, including the pressure placed on young artists. For Bieber, this break seems to go beyond personal tension. It may represent a call for more accountability and transparency in an industry often criticized for protecting powerful figures. By cutting ties with someone who was once like a brother to him, Bieber is making a powerful statement, one that's resonating with a public increasingly wary of the unseen dynamics behind the fame. Meanwhile, Usher has yet to directly respond to the media buzz around Bieber's social media purge. However, past interviews reveal a complicated history with Diddy, including a 2016 Howard Stern interview where Usher acknowledged staying with Diddy as a young artist to learn about the music industry. While the intent behind this mentorship remains open to interpretation, it's clear that both Usher and Bieber are now being forced to confront the shadows cast by their early careers. The growing scrutiny around Usher's relationship with Diddy. Usher's reflections on his early experiences with Diddy, once brushed off as casual anecdotes, have taken on a more disturbing tone in light of recent revelations. In a 2016 interview, Usher described his time living with a music mogul as overwhelming and eye-opening, but stopped short of providing specific details. Yet, the cryptic nature of his remarks, speaking vaguely of witnessing things that weren't meant for young eyes, has sparked renewed interest and concern. Now, as the spotlight shines more intensely on those who were once close to Diddy, fans and critics alike are questioning the extent of Usher's knowledge and involvement. Was he merely a bystander in a world filled with excess and abuse? Or was he more deeply entangled in the behavior that is now surfacing? His courtroom testimony, seen by some as evasive or self-protective, has done little to silence the rumors. Instead, it has intensified public scrutiny and cast a shadow over his long-standing image as a respected industry veteran. Adding fuel to the fire are the alleged audio and video recordings that began surfacing online. These recordings, unverified but widely circulated, are said to contain deeply unsettling conversations and interactions involving Diddy and various high-profile individuals. According to anonymous sources, some clips hint at coercive behavior, while others reportedly expose a broader culture of silence and complicity among music elites. One particularly jarring audio recording has generated intense speculation. In it, rapper Meek Mill can allegedly be heard in what some interpret as a distressed or confused state. While the audio remains ambiguous, Whispers have emerged suggesting Meek may have been drugged at a private party thrown by Diddy. According to some reports, his drink may have been spiked, leading to a situation where he was potentially manipulated or coerced. Though the validity of these recordings is still under debate, their impact on public perception is undeniable. Meek Mill, a rapper who has long fought against the justice system and spoken openly about his own trauma, now finds himself on the other side of the conversation, either as a victim of exploitation or, as some speculate, a knowing participant. His response has been muted, further fueling rumors and leaving fans divided about his role in a larger narrative. These allegations, and the public reactions to them, have peeled back a long-ignored layer of the music industry, its deep-rooted power imbalances. For decades, young, ambitious artists have entered this world full of dreams, only to find themselves navigating a system dominated by powerful gatekeepers. In such an environment, silence is often rewarded, while speaking out can mean career suicide. Figures like Diddy and, to a lesser degree, Usher have occupied the upper echelons of this hierarchy for years. With fame, wealth, and influence, they've had the ability to make or break careers. And while many benefited from their support, others, like Bieber, now appear to question the cost of that success. Bieber's public split from Usher could be interpreted as a symbol of resistance. A young star no longer willing to stay silent in an industry that often protects the powerful at the expense of the vulnerable. His bold stance may be one of the first dominoes to fall, signaling that the era of silence may finally be coming to an end. As the drama continues to unfold, the question remains, will the truth ever fully come to light? The allegations are serious, the players involved are powerful, and the stakes are incredibly high. But one thing is certain, this story is far from over. Bieber's defiance and Usher's position in the growing scandal. Justin Bieber, now standing firmly against the industry giants who once mentored him, has clearly made his stance known. His choice to challenge Usher, despite their former mentor-protégé bond, shows a deep commitment to holding the people around him accountable for their actions. For Bieber, it's about more than a feud. It's about taking a stand for what he believes is right, even if it means confronting figures who helped shape his career. As Bieber distances himself from Usher, the question arises whether this move will cause ripples throughout the music industry, setting a precedent for other artists to follow. Usher, on the other hand, finds himself at a crossroads. As the allegations against Diddy continue to unravel, Usher's own role in the controversy is coming under greater scrutiny. Fans and industry insiders are urging him to clarify his position, and his future in the industry may very well depend on how transparent and honest he chooses to be about the situation. The pressure on him is mounting, and his ability to navigate these turbulent waters could have lasting consequences for his career.
Looking good, JB.
The rise of a mogul, Diddy's uncompromising legacy. Sean Diddy Combs is a name that echoes through the halls of the entertainment industry. As the founder of Bad Boy Records, he has played an instrumental role in shaping the careers of some of the most successful artists. His influence goes far beyond music. His empire spans fashion, acting, and entrepreneurship, making him one of the wealthiest and most powerful figures in the entertainment world. However, the facade of success and luxury hides a far more complicated narrative. Despite his achievements, Diddy's personal and professional life has been marred by rumors and allegations. Over the years, legal disputes, accusations of sexual misconduct, and allegations of shady business dealings have dogged him. As new details surface, including claims of troubling interactions with other prominent figures in the industry, his legacy has come under intense scrutiny. While Diddy's business acumen and artistic contributions are undeniable, the darker side of his empire has become harder to ignore. One of the most shocking aspects of the ongoing scandal revolves around rapper Meek Mill, a figure whose rise to fame was accompanied by a relentless fight against the criminal justice system. Meek has long used his platform to advocate for social justice reform, speaking out against police brutality and advocating for the rights of marginalized communities. However, his name was thrust into the controversy when a lawsuit filed by music producer Lil Rod came to light. The suit alleged that Diddy had bragged about his sexual encounters with Meek Mill, sending shockwaves throughout the music community. Though Meek Mill quickly denied the allegations, the situation grew more complicated as audio recordings emerged, reportedly featuring intimate and troubling conversations between him and Diddy. The graphic nature of these recordings made them difficult to ignore, painting a disturbing picture of the rapper's alleged involvement. Despite the mounting evidence, Meek remained defiant, using social media to protect his image and assert that the claims were false. In a tweet, he stated, "Every black blog site enhanced that post to make me seem," continuing to reject the authenticity of the allegations. However, he never directly denied the claims, leaving many fans and critics uncertain about the true nature of his relationship with Diddy. As if the situation weren't complex enough, a throwback video surfaced that further fueled the controversy. In the footage, Meek Mill is seen lounging by a pool while Diddy, holding the camera, repeatedly calls him daddy. Initially, the moment seemed innocent, but in light of the allegations, the video quickly gained a more sinister undertone. Viewers began scrutinizing every word and gesture, searching for deeper meaning in what was once seen as a casual interaction. The video, combined with the resurfacing of the disturbing audio recordings, painted a concerning picture of Diddy's behavior behind closed doors. Despite Meek Mill's repeated attempts to downplay the situation, the mounting evidence continued to raise questions. Fans and critics were left wondering whether Diddy had used his power and influence to manipulate others, coercing them into compromising positions for his personal gain. The growing number of allegations and the media frenzy surrounding them have created an air of uncertainty and distrust that threatens to shake the foundation of the music industry. The allegations intensify. A federal investigation unfolds. In February 2024, the controversy surrounding Diddy took a dramatic turn when federal authorities raided his properties in Los Angeles and Miami. These raids were part of an ongoing federal investigation into Diddy's alleged involvement in a range of disturbing activities, including sexual misconduct, trafficking, and other illegal dealings. While many details of the investigation remain undisclosed, the raids made it clear that authorities were taking these serious allegations very seriously. As the investigation unfolded, the media dove deeper into Diddy's connections with other influential figures in the entertainment world. Theories and rumors spread like wildfire, with many speculating on who else might be involved in the music mogul's alleged wrongdoings. Some pointed to the roster of artists signed to Bad Boy Records, while others suggested industry insiders might have played a role in concealing Diddy's actions. The role of other industry figures, Usher, Nick Cannon, and more.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
While Meek Mill quickly became the most talked about figure in the media frenzy surrounding Diddy, other prominent figures in the industry were also linked to the scandal. Usher, the icon known for chart-topping hits like Yeah and You Got It Bad, has had a complex and sometimes troubling relationship with Diddy over the years. One infamous video of the two resting as children raised eyebrows, with critics questioning the nature of their relationship from a young age. The video, which shows Diddy, who is over a decade older than Usher, playfully grappling with him, was interpreted by some as a disturbing display of power. Although Usher has distanced himself from the incident, the video continues to fuel questions about the power dynamics between Diddy and the artists he mentored. Additionally, figures like Nick Cannon, the host of The Masked Singer, have also publicly discussed their connections with Diddy following the allegations. Cannon, while expressing support for both Diddy and his ex-girlfriend Cassie, has raised eyebrows with his comments. On one hand, Cannon has expressed sympathy, acknowledging the emotional toll of public scrutiny. However, he also hinted at knowing more about Diddy's behavior, stating that, despite their close relationship, he could not condone Diddy's alleged actions. This delicate balancing act highlights the difficult position many figures in the entertainment industry find themselves in, torn between loyalty to a friend and the necessity of addressing problematic behavior. The fallout, Diddy's public image in crisis. The fallout from these revelations has been swift and profound. Diddy's public image, once celebrated as that of a self-made mogul, has been severely tarnished. Fans and critics alike are questioning the morality of a man who built his empire on the backs of talented artists. With the ongoing federal investigation, larger questions about the exploitation and mistreatment of artists in the entertainment industry, particularly in hip-hop, have come to the forefront. Once regarded as a mentor and father figure to many artists, Diddy is now under scrutiny for his alleged manipulation of those around him for personal gain. His reputation has been irreparably damaged, And what was once seen as an inspiring success story has now become a cautionary tale about the extent some will go to retain their power and influence in the industry. Perhaps the most surprising aspect of the growing scandal is the involvement of several well-known rappers who have been linked to Diddy. High-profile names like Meek Mill, The Game, Usher, and Birdman have all been connected to Diddy in various ways, with some suggesting uncomfortable or questionable circumstances surrounding their relationships with the mogul. As the layers of the story unfold, it becomes increasingly clear that the scandal is far-reaching, involving more than just a few individuals, but a complex network of influential figures within the music industry. The controversy surrounding Meek Mill took a much darker turn with the resurfacing of a viral audio clip, allegedly featuring the rapper in an unsettling and deeply disturbing situation. While the identities of the individuals involved in the recording have been widely debated, the very existence of the clip has fueled a wave of intense speculation and controversy. The audio clip suggests a potentially compromising scenario, adding an alarming layer to the already tense situation surrounding Diddy's allegations. Despite Meek Mill's strong public denials, his defense via social media posts has done little to quell the growing controversy. Fans and critics alike are divided on the matter. Some believe that his defensive stance could indicate feelings of guilt or an attempt to cover up his involvement, while others suggest that Meek may be genuinely trying to protect his reputation from an uncontrollable situation. The rapper's own attempts to shift the narrative by highlighting the media's portrayal of the situation have only deepened the divide, with some wondering whether his past public battles were a mere distraction from even darker secrets hidden beneath the surface. While Meek Mill continues to assert his innocence, the mounting evidence, specifically the disturbing audio, has put him under significant scrutiny. His relationship with Diddy has reached a boiling point, with many left questioning if the rapper's previous struggles with the law and his public persona were simply a diversion from more troubling elements of his connection to the music mogul. Fans, now more than ever, are eager to know the truth behind the complex and enigmatic relationship between the two. Another major figure caught up in the whirlwind of allegations surrounding Diddy is rapper The Game. The Game's account of his relationship with Diddy paints a striking picture of excess and indulgence rather than music and artistry. According to The Game, Diddy approached him years ago with the idea of collaborating on an album. However, instead of heading to the studio to work on music, the two spent 2 years globetrotting in style aboard Diddy's private jet. During this time, The Game reveals that the two rarely, if ever, recorded any music. Instead, they indulged in lavish parties and an opulent lifestyle, particularly in Atlanta. This revelation raises important questions about Diddy's true intentions with his relationships. Was he simply using these experiences to live a life of excess, or were there darker motivations at play? The Game story reveals a lifestyle where artistry seemed secondary to indulgence, raising suspicions that the music mogul's world was not about building careers, but rather about exploiting his power and influence. Furthermore, The Game's past, particularly rumors of his time as a male exotic dancer before breaking into the rap scene, adds a layer of complexity to this narrative. A mixtape cover released by 50 Cent, featuring an image of The Game allegedly in a dancer outfit, further complicates his public image and connection to Diddy. The Game's admission, combined with his complicated past, adds to the growing pile of questions surrounding his relationship with Diddy. Were these shared experiences simply about living a luxurious life, or was there something much more troubling going on behind the scenes? The luxurious private jets, the wild parties, and the elusive music collaboration all hint at a deeper, more sinister side of the entertainment industry that fans and insiders have long suspected but are only now starting to uncover. Usher, victim or willing participant. Usher's involvement in the Diddy controversy is especially complex, given the long-standing connection between the two. Usher has been associated with Diddy since his early years in the industry. At the tender age of 13 or 14, Usher was allegedly sent to what insiders have ominously referred to as Puffy Flavor Camp, a term that many view as a dark reference to Diddy's rumored grooming practices for young stars. During his time under Diddy's mentorship, Usher himself has admitted that he was exposed to a world of excess, parties, and difficult choices, an environment that many have interpreted as a means for Diddy to control and manipulate young talent for his own benefit. In a 2017 interview with Oprah on her Masterclass series, Usher opened up about the challenges he faced during this period of his life. He described the choices he had to make to survive in an industry that often seemed too fast-paced, dangerous, and overwhelming for someone of his age. Usher went on to reveal that his time in New York under Diddy's influence was dominated by late nights, excessive partying, and moments where he found himself in situations he wasn't ready to handle. According to Usher, this period was a time of conflicting desires. On one hand, the drive to succeed in an industry that offered immense opportunities, and, on the other hand, the pressure to conform to the darker, more manipulative aspects of fame. Usher's experience under Diddy's mentorship raises serious questions about the power dynamics in the music industry and how young, impressionable artists are often taken advantage of by the very individuals they trust to help guide their careers. Whether Usher was a victim of Diddy's manipulations or a willing participant in this world of excess remains unclear, but his story serves as a powerful reminder of the potential dangers faced by young talent trying to make their mark in the industry. Usher's own journey reflects the complexities of the entertainment world, where success often comes at a cost, and where the line between mentor and manipulator can become dangerously blurred.
What you say? What you say now, break? Give me some.
Usher's struggle with the dark side of fame. Usher's story is one of tension, confusion, and inner turmoil as he navigated the pressures of the entertainment industry at a young age. His relationship with Diddy, which has long been a topic of speculation, paints a picture of a young artist caught between his ambition and the darker realities of fame. For many, Usher's early years under Diddy's mentorship represent a time of both artistic growth and emotional vulnerability, with some even suggesting that Usher may have been manipulated by the mogul for his own gain. As more information about their connection continues to surface, some insiders are starting to reveal the darker aspects of their relationship, hinting at incidents that may have left permanent emotional scars on Usher's life and career. Usher himself has remained publicly silent on the ongoing legal troubles surrounding Diddy, but his early experiences and the nature of his rise to fame raise serious questions about what really transpired during those formative years. While Usher's career flourished under Diddy's wing, the mental and emotional toll of his environment, filled with excess, power struggles, and manipulation, was not without consequence. Usher's story becomes a cautionary tale for many young artists who enter the industry with dreams of success, only to be met with a reality shaped by exploitation, control, and emotional strain. His inability to publicly address the complexities of his time with Diddy leaves many wondering just how much influence the mogul had over him, and whether Usher was truly a victim or an unwilling participant in a darker, more manipulative system. Perhaps the most shocking and disturbing moment in this entire saga came when a video surfaced, allegedly showing Diddy physically assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in 2016. The video, obtained by CNN, shows a violent altercation in an elevator at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, where Diddy is seen dragging Cassie, shoving her, and throwing a vase in her direction. This chilling footage has cast a long shadow over Diddy's already tarnished reputation, further complicating the narrative surrounding the mogul's alleged abusive behavior. In response to the video, Diddy took to Instagram, offering a public apology for his actions. He expressed deep remorse for what transpired and vowed to seek professional help, including therapy and rehab, to address his abusive behavior. While his apology appeared sincere on the surface, many critics have questioned its authenticity, particularly in light of the ongoing legal battles and the serious nature of the accusations against him. Some have even speculated that his apology was merely a PR attempt to salvage his image, rather than a genuine reflection of remorse. For many, the release of this video represents a major turning point in the public perception of Diddy. It offers undeniable visual evidence of his abusive behavior, leaving little room for doubt about the severity of the situation. While Diddy may have claimed to seek redemption, the damage to his public image may be irreparable, and it remains to be seen how this scandal will impact his career moving forward. As the situation continues to unfold, the spotlight on Diddy and his relationships with prominent artists like Usher, Meek Mill, and the game shows no signs of fading. With each new revelation, the story grows more complex, forcing fans and industry insiders alike to reconsider their perceptions of the mogul and the power dynamics within the entertainment industry. The legal ramifications of Diddy's actions remain unclear, and many important questions are still unanswered. Will the truth ever come to light, or will this tangled web of allegations remain shrouded in secrecy, overshadowed by gossip, speculation, and ongoing legal proceedings? For now, the public is left to wait for more details to emerge. The mystery surrounding Diddy, his relationships with these influential figures, and the darker, More disturbing aspects of the music industry that have been exposed have only deepened the intrigue. As more revelations continue to surface, it will be fascinating to see how those involved respond, and how this scandal will ultimately impact the careers of everyone caught in the crossfire. The entertainment industry is under scrutiny now more than ever, and the fallout from these allegations will likely reshape the way the industry views power, control, and accountability.